We love having chickens for a couple different reasons. One is that they take all of our garden waste, leaves and other things, weeds, and turn it into eggs. They also do some great composting for us, so they'll take all that stuff, they'll kind of break it up, shred it up. Eventually we dig it out of the bottom over here, put it in the compost pile to finish it, and spread it right out on the fields. So we are gardening in the city here, and our garden doesn't quite look like any of our other neighbors' yards. So you can see my neighbors are having a party over here today, and there's lots of houses all around, so it's important to us to keep the neighbors happy, and we do that by giving away a lot of strawberries and raspberries to the neighbors' kids, and giving away a lot of plants of strawberries and raspberries and other things so that people can take them home and plant them out. And gradually the neighborhood is getting more green as people plant more stuff and are eating more food that they originally got here. Back in this area we have what looks like ordinary goldenrod, but it's actually sweet goldenrod. It has a very nice anise flavor and has been cultivated for production as a tea plant and shipped off to China over the years. This also attracts those beneficial insects like scarlet and some of the other plants, so it's not just pretty and edible, but it also helps with pest control in the garden. We try and grow a lot of underutilized native species like this that we feel are worthy of cultivation, but most people don't grow them, don't take advantage of them. So we do grow plants from all over the world, but we do try and emphasize as well the native stuff. And this is chinkapin, which is a bush chestnut, a native bush chestnut from the southeast and the Midwest. Hasn't fruited for us yet, but we're looking forward to being able to try those nuts in another year or two on that. The chinkapin here is sort of an experimental species for us. Its native range is quite a bit south of here. We're sort of at the upper limit of where it may be successfully grown, but while we love chestnuts, they're just too big for our garden, and this was the only shrubby chestnut available, so we're going to give it a go, see how it grows. And a lot of what we're doing in this garden is experimenting with species that nobody knows what they'll do here. We've read about them in books, we're trying it out. This is one of our favorite polycultures, and what we try and do in this garden is find a way to grow plants together for mutual benefit. Each plant has multiple purposes and they fit together to make a cohesive whole. Down here, this is prostrate bird's-foot trefoil, which is a plant that we're very, very fond of. It's a beautiful ground cover. You can actually walk on it, so you can grow it in your pathways, and it fixes nitrogen. And it never grows more than about 2 or 3 inches high, so it makes a great ground cover for us, providing fertility, suppressing weeds. These are a self-seeding kale. It's a western front kale that was supposed to be perennial here. It hasn't turned out to be perennial, but it does self-seed very nicely, and we have more of it than we can deal with every year, so that's a good situation to be in. We've got black nightshade over here, which is a native weed that we brought in because we like the black fruits. Tastes like a licorice tomato. And then when my wife, Maria Claire, moved in, she's from Guatemala, and they eat the leaves there. And actually, we've had a problem with eating too much of it now this year. We are controlling it too effectively by eating it, so I've been throwing a lot of these little black seeds all around the garden, these little black fruits, to make sure we have enough of it for next year. One of our favorite low-maintenance perennial vegetables is French sorrel, and this particular variety is called profusion. And the great advantage of profusion sorrel is that it never flowers. So like any vegetable, when it flowers, you tend to lose the quality of the leaves. We also have in here alpine strawberries, which is a wonderful ever-bearing strawberry, clumping. And gooseberries over here. This is a real nice gooseberry variety that is very sweet and good. It has a horrible name, but the gooseberry is actually a really, really nice fruit to eat.